The talk from Washington, D.C. to Lincoln these days is about cutting taxes. However, in Bellevue, lawmakers are considering a new tax to fund public safety.
It's a familiar one, a possible restaurant tax. Reporter Megan Stewart spent the day in Bellevue. She's live with reaction. Megan?
Hey, Craig and Jen. Bellevue's fire chief says when the city bought their fire trucks years and years ago, there was no funding plan in place to repair or replace those trucks. As Bellevue firefighters worked this morning to put out a vacant house fire, city officials pondered over how to replace the department's aging yet life-saving equipment.
We have an aerial that has been refurbished once, but the boom on that's 50 years old. And so it's just been something that we've been having to put off because there's been other areas in the fire department we had to fund and there was limited resources.
Fire Chief Perry Guido says the department needs about $2 million to replace 2 trucks, or eventually they'll have to take them out of commission.
And put off because there's been other areas in the fire department we had to fund and there was limited resources. But we finally reached a point where the equipment is getting so old we can't repair it anymore because we can't get replacement parts. And it's just time to get stuff on a replacement schedule so that this doesn't happen in another 15 or 20 years.
City Administrator Joe Mangiamelli says he presented the issue to the Bellevue City Council last month. One possible funding boost lies in a restaurant tax. If the tax brings in $700,000 or less, only a simple majority vote is needed for it to pass. But nothing is off the table quite yet.
The City Council hasn't made any decision yet on whether it is going to be a restaurant tax or whatever it is. But we would have to identify for them what the needs are and what the potential revenue sources might be.
In the meantime, Bellevue firefighters will remain busy, focused on keeping the community safe. Council members tell me not everyone is on board for a restaurant tax. Councilor at Large Pat Shannon, he says it's possible that funds could be shifted from the Capital Improvement District or the Capital Improvement Fund to the fire department. The city administrator says that his hope is that the timeline will be presented to the city council in the spring with several different options. Reporting live in Bellevue, Megan Stewart, 3 News Now.